Hello students, today we'll be learning about the law of conservation of mass. So let's dive right into it. In 1785, a French chemist and lawyer by the name Antoine Lavoisier stated in his first ever chemistry book that nothing is created either in the operations of art or in those of nature. And it may be considered a general principle that in every operation there exists an equal quantity of matter before and after the operation, that the quality and quantity of the constituents are the same, and what occurs are only changes or modifications. On this principle, all the arts of performing chemical experiments were formed. This statement later became the most fundamental law of chemistry, known as the law of conservation of mass. And this law disproved the existing phlogiston theory, which existed for about a century or so. Now, Lavoisier performed many experiments in closed vessels to prove this law. According to the law of conservation of mass, matter is neither created nor destroyed, so the mass of the constituents remain the same. But yes, matter does change its form. We can perform a simple activity to prove this law. For that, let's take aluminium sulfate in a conical flask and barium chloride in a test tube. Let's place the test tube in the conical flask. After that, we shall close the flask and weigh it. After weighing, let's mix the contents of the flask so that a chemical reaction occurs between aluminium sulfate and barium chloride. After the reaction, barium sulfate and aluminium chloride are formed as final products. Let's weigh the flask again. We notice the mass of the conical flask has not changed. So this activity proves the law of conservation of mass.